What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? Got a beautiful day up here in the Northeast. Nice, crisp winter day. It's about 20 degrees out. Wind chill about 5 degrees out. But that's not why we're here. New build. I'm starting a new build. The Stutz is off to the side here. I'm getting into the final assembly stage, so I got nothing on that yet. But I have started this motorcycle. 1924 Ace. This has a pretty cool history to it. So I thought I'd give you a few tidbits. It was formed in 1924, and it ran continuously in Philadelphia from 1919 to 1924, and then intermittently, sporadically, whatever you want to call it, until 1927. They made one model, four-cylinder. The only thing that they changed over the years was variations to it, but it remained a four-cylinder. It's a pretty cool story, actually. A couple of big motorcycle companies involved in this before and after. Some of you guys might know my dad had a Henderson, a 1929 Henderson. And William G. Henderson was the man who started Ace Motorcycle Corporation. He used to work for Schwinn. Yes, that's Schwinn, the bicycle man. He owned a big bicycle company and supply company back then. And also Excelsior Motorcycles. So William G. Henderson sold Henderson to Schwinn and worked for Schwinn until 1919. When they had a big falling out over the direction of the Henderson motorcycle. So Henderson took off and opened up Ace Hardware. Ace Hardware. Ace Motorcycle Corporation. But he had to be careful because the bike looked exactly like the Henderson, and he had to watch himself on copyright infringement. But he was short-lived, unfortunately. William G. Henderson was killed in December of 1922. He was out test riding one of the motorcycles he had built and got nailed by a driver, so nothing has really changed in almost 100 years. Motorcycle people are still getting wiped out by drivers. And he died, so a gentleman named Arthur Lemon took over Ace Hardware, and keep saying Ace Hardware. Took over Ace Motorcycle Company in 1923. From there, in 1923, a gentleman named Red Wolverton, on a specially prepared Ace XP-4, rode it to a land speed record of 129 miles an hour. That was in 1923. So that must have been pretty goddamn fast back then. Ace Motorcycle Company then puts out the Ace Motorcycle Trophy and a significant cash prize to anybody that can break the record. Nobody claims it. Nobody breaks anything. So then we go to 1924. Ace Motorcycle Corp ceases to operate. The names and the production rights and everything, the facilities change hands at least twice in 1924. And then finally, a company called Michigan Motor Company gets it and restarts to produce motorcycles again. That's in 24. And they make them all the way up until 1927. when finally Indian Motorcycles, yes, those Indian Motorcycles, purchases the company. And they moved the production from Philadelphia to Springfield, Mass., where the Indian plant was. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, that factory is still there. Indian Motorcycles then produces for 1 year the Ace Indian. But then after that year, once the design and once they incorporate the designs from Ace into the Indian, they close They close the Ace Motorcycle Corporation, so it ceases to exist in 1927, and that was the last of it. So I would think if you could find one of these, that I'm thinking they're going to be worth a couple of bucks, especially the Ace Indian ones. They got a couple in museums, but I got the frame together. This is one of the ones I bought at the Acme, and I think somebody started it because some of it's painted this blue color, which I am not going to be doing. It's going to be getting a special finish. I'm thinking of going in one direction with this. So there's the motor. As you can see, it was a 4-cylinder. They were all 4 cylinders. So, but there we are with that. I also pulled out. Let's see if I can get this finished. This is the one that I had pulled out originally for Little C's back to the 50s group build, and screwed the paint up on it. So it finally come out of the purple pond, and I'm going to see if I can get this together too, because this motorcycle, it's all little parts that I got to put on and let dry good before I can screw around with it. So, and then like I said, I'm on final assembly on the struts. Oh my God, excuse me. Hopefully I should have the struts done by tonight or tomorrow, I'm hoping. Just a matter, I got everything weathered up and the way I wanted it. I'm going with kind of like a barn find motif. Old racer. It's going to have a few shiny parts, but not many. I got it all weathered up pretty good the way I want it. They come out pretty good, I think. But yeah, the stuff's just drying now. But I can start assembling. I got to drill the holes out for the seats. I got to drill the holes out for the floor, through the floor for the seats. I got my steering wheel all done. I think that come out pretty good. Little brass tube on it. Motor's done. I think I showed you guys the motor. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. Got my the rear ends all done with the. There's the rear end. That's all weathered up, ready to go. It's got a nice patina to it, I think. Been trying a few different things here and there with the Ushi powder and some acrylics over that. So, but yeah, once I get the studs done, I will do a video. And I'm winding down here anyway. The thing's blinking at me. 10. Here we go. All right, fellas. Enjoy your day. Stay safe. Be good. Peace out.